What's going on, everybody? Welcome to After Prison Show, and today is a really special day for me. As I'm filming this video right now, it's my birthday. I'm 36 years old today. November the 20th, 1982. That was the day that old Joe came into this world. And you know what's crazy to think about is I'm 36 years old today. In 4 years, I'm gonna be 40. I'm about to be an old head, y'all. And to a lot of you out there, I probably already am an old head. But really, a lot of people who rock with After Prison Show are about my age, maybe a little bit younger, maybe a little bit older. So we all some old heads. But the reason I bring this up is because, again, in 4 years, I'll be 40 years old. And you know, in 4 years, I will have been on this planet for as much time as Danny has served in prison. That's actually really crazy to think about. But you know what? I'm blessed to be able to be here. I'm blessed to be able to see another birthday here on this planet and also out here in the free world. This is my third birthday free after serving 7 years and after being a complete mess up for most of my entire life. But you know what's really crazy is now as I look at everything and I look at all the good that we're able to do here with After Prison Show as a whole, I don't even need a birthday present. I'm not getting anything special for my birthday. In fact, I'm traveling for my birthday. I'm traveling today, and as you're watching this video, I'm in an airplane right now heading completely across the country. I just wonder if you guys are gonna miss me while I'm gone. I'm gonna be gone for an entire week, but I'll be getting to that in this video as well. There's a lot of things that I wanna update you guys on in this video. I wanted to tell you guys that it was my birthday. I hope that you guys will wish me a happy birthday, and I wanna thank each and every one of you for taking the time to rock with this channel. You know, we have absolutely been blowing up as of late. A lot of videos have been taking off, and you know, it's a really good thing to be able to get the recognition for the hard work that we put in on this channel. But again, there's a lot of things that I want to update you guys about in this video. Not only is today my birthday, not only am I getting ready to be gone for a week, traveling across the country, going to Reno. Today, before we leave, my wife and I, we go back to the doctor to find out how many eggs we have left. Today, folks, is day 5. And the crazy thing about this is on Saturday, we got some information letting us know that we only had 12 fertilized eggs left. Crazy to think that last Tuesday or Wednesday when my wife had the egg retrieval process done, they extracted 40 eggs from her. And then on day 1, we had 27 fertilized eggs. And then on day 3, which was Saturday, there were only 12 eggs left. So today is day 5, the day that we've needed to get to before they take whatever eggs are left, freeze those, and then get my wife ready for this procedure that's gonna take place on December the 20th. And to think that on Saturday we only had 12, you know, I have no idea what to expect when we go see this doctor today. But it's these day 5 eggs and however many that we have left that are what we have to work with when it comes to trying to have a family. And you know, that's actually very scary to think about. But I'm going to remain optimistic and hopeful that everything is going to be okay, and I will fill you guys in just as soon as I find out. And you know, God willing, everything will be good and also successful when it comes to this IVF journey that my wife and I are embarking upon. And so you know, there's a lot of things that are going on. My birthday, traveling, and the doctors. And I'm getting ready to be gone on vacation for a week, and I'm gonna tell you right now, it is much needed. We have been busting ass here on After Prison Show trying to just continuously do what we're supposed to do here. Not only crank out the best possible content that we can, but also trying to help folks as much as we possibly can as well. And you know, I've talked about before this cleaning service that I've started, a cleaning service that I've got a license and insurance on. I've been paying the insurance for this thing for almost a year now. And when I get back from this vacation, the ball is definitely going to get rolling on that. We are going to immediately get to doing some work with this cleaning service, being able to not only try to help people coming home after prison, but also having an opportunity for them when it comes to work. But aside from everything that I've mentioned thus far in this video, look, there's something even more important that I want to share with you guys and talk about now. And this pertains to an individual who we just recently introduced you guys to, a guy by the name of Joker. A guy who shared a story with us about getting 2 life sentences plus 125 years and somehow miraculously ending up being back out here in the free world. And folks, I'm sure you can tell by the last video that we uploaded, it pretty much seems like everything that this guy has shared with us thus far has been a lie. You know, that's really unfortunate to think about. It's really unfortunate to think that, you know, people will just tell you anything for whatever reason. And you know, before we came to the conclusion that we've come to, basically saying, look, we believe everything that this guy has told us is not true. It's incorrect. It's a lie. Before coming to this conclusion and, you know, really piecing this puzzle together, you know, I wanted to believe this guy. I mean, this guy was able to sit there in front of 2 cameras in front of Dave and I and basically just lie to the entire world. And you know, a lot of people question my decision to feature this guy without first getting the verification of his story. Joe, you gotta take responsibility for this. Joe, you gotta be held accountable and you gotta make sure that people are credible and the stuff that they're telling you is true, and you gotta fact check and you gotta have the information before you put it out there. And you know, people ain't wrong for saying that at all. But I guess the way that I justify the situation is, well, you know what? We did put the information out there before we were able to verify and do the fact checking. I'm gonna be absolutely honest. I'm just gonna tell you what it is. You know, the day that we filmed the first video with this guy, we would end up getting his full name right there after we got done. And then that next morning, before we put that video up for the whole world to see, for the whole world to hear this guy's story, I did 2 different background checks on this dude. I went on BeenVerified.com, I went on TruthFinder.com. I spent $50 between these 2 different websites to find out exactly who this dude was. And I most certainly saw a criminal record. And in fact, I knew I found our Joker based upon one particular charge that this guy told us that he caught, involving something about posting some chick's nude photos on social media. It's a really weird way that they word that charge, and when I was on these websites trying to verify who this guy was and also his charges, I saw that particular charge. That much was true. You know, Joker told us that in 2014 he got released after serving 30-something years and would be out here in the free world for 2 years before he would violate his probation or parole because he ended up posting some chick's nude photos on the internet. That was how he said he violated his probation and why he would have to go back and serve 2 years. So to be honest with you, I had a pretty good idea that this guy was BS from the very beginning. At least after using BeenVerified.com and also TruthFinder.com as well. No plug intended. This is not a sponsored video. I'm just letting you guys know exactly how I went trying to find out if this guy was legit or if he was fake. And I know some of you are probably thinking, well, Joe, why would you go ahead and upload the video if you already had the assumption that what this guy was telling you was BS? And the reason that I did, the reason that I said, you know what, I'm still gonna upload this, was because I wanted to believe there just had to be some truth. Maybe part of what he was telling us was correct. And maybe because he was a juvenile, his name was kept out of the media. I mean, I don't know. But I also was thinking, well, if what he's telling us isn't true, if what he's telling us is nothing more than a blatant lie, then I'm gonna do everything I can in my power to absolutely expose this dude. I wanna title whatever series we're doing with this guy, Exposing a Fraud. And with the part 2 of this guy's story that you guys saw, I mean, I was trying to really call this guy out on his BS. Hey, look, Joker, we found this. Or what do you got to say about that? There's a lot of people who don't believe you. I looked you up. I can't find anything. And you know, with that second video that we did, I had every intention of going in on this dude, completely calling this dude out for all of his lies and BS. But I wouldn't end up doing that. I would only end up doing it like half-heartedly, like a half-assed attempt or an effort of calling this dude out. But I wanted to believe there was some truth to this. You kept telling us about your sister. You kept talking about the bank and the safety deposit box. I mean, this just sounds absolutely preposterous. I wanted to believe there was some kind of truth to this. Maybe his sister would come through. Maybe she would provide the information. Maybe that was like the final thing. All I needed was for that sister to never come through, because I knew she wasn't going to come through. I knew the sister had no information. I knew that the bank, the safety deposit box, I knew it was all BS. But I wanted to uncover that final stone before completely going in on this dude, doing one final video, exposing this dude flat out. Problem is, though, is this dude has completely cut off contact with us. You know, after that second video, he was adamant, talking about, I give you my convict word, you're gonna get the proof. We knew it was BS. A convict word? What does that even mean? Doesn't sound like anything that I should be believing in. I wanted to leave no stone unturned before I would, you know, completely out this dude. But at this moment, it doesn't look like we're gonna get the opportunity to do so, because this dude, again, he ain't responding to any calls or texts from us. But I can guarantee you one thing, he's probably seeing these videos. So I guess it would seem like our Joker saga has reached an end. But with that, I wanna share with you guys one story that's absolutely crazy. And it's a story that I've had to be very vague about. It's a story that I haven't really been able to explain to you guys all that well. And this story took place, I think, back in like 2007, 2008, somewhere around there. And it involves a guy by the name of Joe Kerr. Might not be pronouncing that correctly, but I remember this story. When I was doing research trying to find verification and proof about Joker, I ran across this story involving Joe Kerr. And when I ran across this story, it immediately brought me back to 2007 when I was sitting in Chesapeake City Jail, and I remember just how big of a story this was. This was a super high-profile case. And this was a story that was taking place in Virginia Beach, but all of the prisoners in Chesapeake were talking about this. The story involved this guy, Joe Kerr, and another guy, I don't know his name. And the two of these dudes were like some younger white guys who were out there running a male escort service. That's right, they were selling themselves to men. And as crazy as that may sound to you, what I'm about to share with you is going to be even crazier. And because the story that we were hearing in the jail that was coming through like inmate.com, which is like the prisoner grapevine where all of the gossip is spread, is that these two dudes, Joe Kerr and this other guy, they were getting major money out there selling their bodies. And you know, there were prisoners in the jail talking about going home and doing this exact same thing. Man, these dudes was out here getting all this money. Dude, I'm about to go out there and do the same thing. I'm telling you, as crazy as that sounds, when it comes to a prisoner finding out about a way to get some easy money, a scheme, a scam, a plan, anything involving getting easy money, oh, they all in. It don't matter what they're doing, evident by this story that I'm telling you guys about right now. Joe Kerr and his homeboy was out there getting major money running a male escort service. This thing would blow up so big that they actually got into the illicit video industry, a particular genre in that illicit video industry as well, making major money. And I guess what would end up happening is Joe Kerr and the other dude would have a business partner, a guy from Pennsylvania, and they would end up killing this guy, or it would be a murder for hire or something along those lines. And that's where this super high profile case came from. Here are these two young guys who were running this escort service that turned into a video production company, and then somebody got killed in the process of this. Every prisoner in Chesapeake was talking about what was taking place in Virginia Beach. And you're probably wondering to yourself, well, what in the hell does this have to do with Joker? And to be completely honest with you, I didn't know at first. I didn't know why when I searched this guy's entire name, first name, last name, aka Joker, this Joe Kerr story popped up. This was a story that I had completely forgot about. You know, I was one of these prisoners talking about, man, I'm about to go home and get into the escort service. I wish I could say that I was lying to you if I didn't at least consider it. But I'm going to keep it 100 with you. Every other prisoner was talking about doing it. I wanted to fit in. I wanted to be cool. You would be surprised the type of stuff that really goes down or that guys think about or plan when they're serving time. And I am being absolutely 100 with you saying that. You know, this story was so big that not only would they write a book about this story, they would also make a movie about this story starring James Franco. And I don't know exactly what the name of the movie is right now, but boom! Here it is, because I've edited this video, and while editing it, I've been able to do the research. This video right here is about this story that I'm sharing with you guys right now. And if you watch this video, who knows? Maybe you might just see Joker in this movie. I'm not guaranteeing that you will, but wouldn't it be crazy if you did? But in 2007, when all of this was taking place, you know, Joker told us that he was at Red Onion. He was at this Supermax prison here in the state of Virginia. In fact, the only Supermax here in this state. So why, if he says in 2007 he was at this Supermax, would there be a news article or a blog post stating that he was in Virginia Beach jail? That doesn't sound right. But this article or news story that I ran across would state that there were 3 people who jumped on Joe Kerr's case, 3 jailhouse snitches. Talk about the first guy, they talk about the second guy. Both of these guys, I have no idea who they are. But then they talk about the third guy, a supposed cellmate of this Joe Kerr, a supposed cellmate who also heard this Joe Kerr talk about some dude in PA who got killed. And you know, I would show this article to Joker in the last video that you guys seen us doing with him. But what I wouldn't say, and probably what I should have said, but again, I was still thinking that there was a third video. I was still thinking, well, what if his sister does come through? And I was thinking something else as well. I was thinking, well, what if he doesn't want to share with us the entire story? What if it was because he was this jailhouse snitch, that was how he was able to give back that life sentence? Because he definitely says that he gave that life sentence back. And anytime I hear about anybody giving time back, the first thing that comes to my mind, because I've been dealing with it my whole life, dudes talking about it, dudes doing it, being around that type of stuff, is they snitching. And I mean, if you're going to give back a life sentence, what better way to do so than through a high-profile case such as this story that I'm sharing with you? What I didn't say to Joker, and what I probably should have said, I know a lot of you are probably going to say, Joe, you should have just blasted him. What I didn't say was this article that I showed to him. Joker, what do you have to say about this? They got a guy named Joker right here who supposedly knew this dude, Joe Kirkies. He told us he didn't have his glasses on. He told us, there's 1 million people who are named Joker. He's not the only one. He told us that his sister was the only person who called him Joker and that everybody else referred to him as Jekyll. What I didn't say to this dude was that it wasn't just the name Joker that was named in this story. It was actually his first name, middle name, last name, aka Joker. His full government name was right there in that article. There was no denying that the Joker that they were talking about in that story was the same Joker who's been sitting here on these videos lying to us about serving time for 2 life sentences plus 125 years for some absolutely horrendous, heinous, just impossible to believe type of stuff. It's unfortunate that his story would turn out to be what seems to be completely made up. A story that this guy could just sit there and just spout off at the mouth without even blinking. A story that this guy can just say like it is just so real. I say it's unfortunate that the story is bogus, but you know what? It's actually a damn good thing. I'm glad this dude didn't do what he's alleging that he did. I got people commenting saying, Joe, it's unprofessional what you did. Maybe it is. But I uploaded that video knowing that there was a damn good potential that it was all going to come out that it was untrue. And my reason for doing so was because I really wanted to out this dude. I really wanted to expose him right there on camera. I tried my best to do so yesterday, but also being a little apprehensive because I was thinking maybe there is that third video after we definitely don't get in contact with his sister. But it doesn't look like we're going to get that opportunity. We'll learn from this. Can't believe everything that people tell us. To be honest with you, this guy's Chicago storied us. You know that story Dave shared with us about the time he went to Chicago, some plastic all over a couch, some anal beads? Yeah, this guy definitely one-upped Dave in that department. One thing that you gotta know about guys that you serve time with, or guys who have been to prison, or guys who are convicts, or who are ex-cons, or who are felons, who have been to prison, or who have been to jail. One thing that you gotta know is that some of these guys, maybe even a lot of these guys, are full of shit. They will tell you anything just in an effort to seem like they cool, or big and bad, or tough, or scary, or monsters. Maybe that's what they want to be known for. I don't know why. I wouldn't want to be known for that. I would never sit up here and tell you some bald-faced lie in an effort to make myself sound like anything that I'm not. But you know what? We learned from this. We most certainly learned that there definitely are people who will do just that. And moving forward, I will definitely make sure that we verify anything before we upload it. I will do that. I've got to do that. Because I will never let what happened here happen again. And again, I just really wish we could have outed this dude completely. I wanted to share all of these things with you guys, basically some major updates, give you guys my thoughts on the Joker situation as an entirety, tell you why it was that we approached the situation the way that we did, and what we were hoping to do. We may not have been able to expose this dude completely the way that we wanted to on camera, basically blasting this dude fully. But I think we've done the best that we can doing that now. Again, folks, today is my birthday. I'm getting ready to be gone for a week. You won't even know that I'm gone. We've got so much big content. We're done with Joker. That's just a dead issue to us. And again, I just want to thank each and every one of you guys for being a part of After Prison Show and for believing in everything that it is that we're trying to do here. I just can't thank you guys enough for being a part of all of this. Hey, look, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did so, please leave a like and a comment letting me know exactly what you thought about this. As always, until next time, enjoy life, the free world. Never take a moment for granted, and make the most of every day. Peace!